Welcome, friends. Today we are doing the fragrance rotation for the week ending the 21st of November 21. It seems there's been a little bit of a theme this week. The weather has been getting colder, so I seem to have been wearing darker, slightly sweeter fragrances. I have been trying to wear sweeter fragrances this autumn because I don't have many, and I would like to, mix it up and use different stuff. So this is what I've been wearing. So starting off on Monday, I wore a very recent acquisition. I think it was in my last giant haul, vintage giant haul, possibly the biggest giant vintage haul ever. And this is Opium Secret de Parfum. This is the Parfum's core version. This is absolutely fantastic. If you can find this, get it. I've got another couple of bottles of this coming. I wouldn't mind being able to find a couple of the refills as well. But as I'm finding with the Parfum, these are very hard to come by. Like the refills for them, I should say. This is fantastic. It is much like the vintage Opium, which I've got as well. I am absolutely loving it. This has been like the first time in like a while where I've bought a brand new perfume blind and just loved it and just being like excited about it. You're probably gonna see this again this time next week, because I'm really enjoying it. It's there's nothing better than when a blind buy goes this well. It's rare. Like there are lots of blind buys. I've bought lots of things blind over the years. I don't recommend it. And there's like a lot of stuff that I like, but rarely do I ever get this excited and this happy about something like this. And this is unusual as well because I don't have a lot of ladies' perfumes or perfumes that were targeted towards ladies. But this one's absolutely fantastic. It's got something called red myrrh in it. Now, what the difference between normal coloured myrrh and red myrrh is, I've got no idea. If anybody knows, let me know. But I'm not entirely sure there is a difference. So maybe they're just saying that. But the perfumes do smell different. I'll need to do a proper video on it. I'll do a comparison one day and see what's happening. I'm getting another flanker of this, another vintage flanker of this soon as well. So you'll see that. And that's coming soon. So next, on Tuesday, I went with something different, but also very dark, very heavy. And that is one of the best leathers ever made. Can't believe Eugene's never smelled this. This is Knees 10 by Knees. The house. I don't know if it's Knees or Knees or Knees. But this is what it is. This is fantastic. This is a Castoreum bomb. Slightly tangy, slightly dark. There's a sweetness. There's a big carnation in it, or what smells like a carnation. It's very old school without being dated, you know. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. This is fantastic, and it's not outrageous prices either. This can be found, and I would recommend that you try it, at least sample it. I've got a big bottle of this. I don't know that I'll ever run out, though I do like to use this. And when I do, the spray is huge. This is a 120ml bottle. There are other versions as well. Thomas from Early Greek has got a review of the gold version of this. And I would recommend you go and watch that. I don't know, there's not that many reviews of this, or there wasn't the last time I checked. So yes, this is a big leather, big Castoreum carnation fragrance, very dark, a little bit sour, a little bit tangy. Fantastic. One of the all-time greats. It was the perfumer. One of the perfumers was Francois Coty. So one of the best to ever do it, or one of the originals. Next, continuing with the dark, slightly sweet theme, I went with, not that you can read or make that out, but this is Borneo 1834 by Serge Luton in the Gratte-Ciel. I cannot find a 50ml previous version like the previous bottle style of this, which is why I went for this. This is pretty great as well. For me, this smells a lot like Coromandel. Coromandel smells a lot like this. Both got the same perfumer, Christopher Sheldrake. Obviously, Jacques Paul's worked on the Coromandel as well, but you can smell hugely Christopher Sheldrake and the Coromandel as well of this. If you smell them side by side, there's no denying that they're built from the same scaffold. They're like brother and sister. Almost identical twins. It's very, very interesting. One, like this feels like it hasn't got like the chocolate in it that the Coromandel has, but it's still dark and sweet and chocolatey, if that makes sense. So yes, I'm so glad I've got this though. This is really nice. I'll be wearing this again soon as well. I'm just looking at all of these and I really love all of the perfumes here. This has been a good week for perfume. Like I could easily wear these 7 perfumes again next week. I won't, but I could. This is one of the best and worst things about having a big collection. You know, you don't get the time to wear your favorites all the time, but at the same time, you could at any point you could just pick up something different and it be an absolute love as well. It's brilliant, honestly. So yes, next we will go for Thursday. And to be honest, I forgot that I'd worn this on Thursday because I forgot to update my fragrant again. So I had to remember, and then when I did remember, I thought, yes, of course, this is what I wore. Old Faithful. One of my favourite, if not my favourite perfume. I absolutely love this stuff. I went to an auction, and I went for a meal, and it was really good, and I loved it. Yes, this is one of my favourite perfumes. Love the bottle, love the smell, love the sprayer. Everything about it, awesome. I'm going to wait until I do a review on this because I don't want to fuck it up. Every time I do a review, an actual perfume review, I get worried that I'm actually going to not do it justice. So, yeah, a little bit weird. But this is fantastic. Absolutely love it. That was Thursday. On Friday, I wore another absolute favourite, which I then went on to review, which was Tobacco Oud. Another fucking great fragrance. What modern perfume should be like. It's got good quality ingredients. It's well blended. It's in a good bottle. I mean, the cap is an afterthought, which is a massive shame for Tom Ford. They should have spent more on the cap. I don't care if it would have cost extra. They could have swallowed it because of the amount of fucking money that they make on perfumes. Very thirsty. They could have just took it, but they decided not to and skimped on the cap, and it is a shame. I much prefer the 50ml presentation to the 100ml. This is a tobacco amber. Very similar in vibe to, it's got that dankness. A little bit of dankness from the tobacco. It must be like a tobacco absolute or something like that, because it's got that. They're similar to Vanille Havana and tobacco Vanille, like, like wet. If you get like a pouch of tobacco and you open it and it's a little bit damp and a little bit dank and it's got that wetness smell to it. That's what I get from this, and I absolutely love it. Not that I smoke, but I absolutely love it. It's a fantastic smell. So that's what I wore on Friday. Probably smells a lot like Amber Absolute. So I'd love to have a bottle of that, but I don't. On Saturday, I thought, well, I'm just going to keep wearing my favourite perfume. So I decided to put on some Smalto Pour On. Look at the dent I've put in that. Outrageous, you might say. I definitely would say. You might say it. Smalto Pour On. Get the one with the smooth rim. There are ones with like a different cap, which have like a rubbery sort of cap. This is an aromatic fougere, Italian leather, spice anise at the top, smoky leather dry down. It's fantastic. You could wear this in the spring. You could wear this almost any time, except the hottest and humidest, the most humid of days. The humidest? The most humid of days. Yeah, this is absolutely tremendous. It is one of my favourite perfumes. I've got it backed up as well. I gave someone a 30ml bottle. I bought like a load of 30ml bottles of it. And I gave someone one of the 30ml bottles the other day. I forgot to ask her what she thought of it. Like, so anyway, this is what I wore yesterday, Saturday. And today, I wore something a little bit rare, which will continue. In fact, I'm going to put some more on. Excuse me. Got almost... The original Femini Dubois by Shiseido. That bottle feels incredible in the hands. I can't tell you how good that feels. Any way you want to hold it. That is amazing. That is just how you want a bottle to feel. Or even a... See, I think that's quite anthropomorphized. I think that's quite human looking and feeling. To feel that bottle feels like you're holding someone, you know, and it's a good fit. It's really nice. Look at it, it's thick. It's really nice. The fragrance is amazing as well. This bottle held up, even though it was a partial when I bought it. It's still amazing. I still absolutely love it. The Serge Ruton version I also have, and it is not as thick as this. This is really rich. It's like a thick plum liqueur. Incredibly rich. I imagine if you were to like drink something that smelled like this, if there was a drink that smelled like this, it would be too rich and too sweet to drink. It would be like syrup. That's what this sort of smells like. I need to do a comparison between this and the Serge Ruton version as well. But I absolutely love it. So I will line them up for you. I don't want this video to go on too long, although I do prefer a slightly longer video. So it keeps away people who don't have the attention span. Oh, am I going to get it in? Yes, there you are. Opium Secret de Parfum, Knisa 10, Borneo 1834, Balenciaga Parfum, Tobacco Oud, Francesco Smalto Parfum, and Shiseido's Femini Dubois. I do hope you have enjoyed this week's fragrance rotation, and I will see you again very soon with more videos. Thank you very much. Goodbye.